Like I said, you're barely a step up from Rainbow, so what you mean I can't record in here?
Oh, baby, you can say whatever you want to say. You can say whatever you want to say.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Taty, and I'm back with another video. If you haven't already, go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe to this video, give this video a thumbs up, hit that post notification bell down below so you're notified whenever I post. Yeah, and as y'all can see from the title down below, this video is a story time, and unfortunately, yes, unfortunately, it's about the time I got kicked out of y'all. This is not no event that happened years ago, weeks ago, months ago. This literally happened like a week ago. It's about the time me and my friend got kicked out of Russe. We were harassed by an employee. Yes, I know. And I said in my previous vlog that we would be making a story time about it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tell the story time, and y'all, it's just like a whole lot of I'm gonna tell y'all from beginning to end of what's going on, what is still going on, and I will give an update video after I'm done posting this story time, like whenever I get another update on the situation. Alright, y'all, so let's just go ahead and get into this video. So if you haven't already, I will go back and watch my last vlog so you guys kind of have an idea of what is going on in this situation, what happened, and just because the whole thing is confusing, I'm not even gonna lie. Alright, so getting right into the story. I met this girl from work. As you seen the girl in the vlog, her name is Jess. I met this girl Jess from work, and you know, we got to talking about our businesses one day after work. And you know, she has a cleaning business. I put it in the last vlog, and I was like, yeah, I'm trying to, you know, promote my YouTube channel. I want to get more subscribers. I want my channel to grow. I want my channel to flourish, because I feel like I have content that would make people's day, kind of give them a little laughter, a little learning lessons, stuff like that. And I was like, you know, I made some little business cards with my YouTube channel name on it, Instagram on it, and TikTok on it, and so people could subscribe to my channel. And I feel like I would pass those out whenever I got the chance. And I was telling her, oh, well, you know, I was planning on going with one of my friends to the malls to maybe like pass on my business cards, but I know my friend, she's always busy or whatever like that, and my other friend, she works a lot. Well, they both work a lot actually, so you know, they're both very busy, and my boyfriend, he works a lot. So I was like, you know, I'm trying to plan like a day around their schedule for me to go like pass out my business cards. And she's like, like she wants to promote her business too. She was telling me about her business, how she loves to clean, and like how she wants more clientele. So we got to talking, and in the midst of our conversation, she said,
well, you know, if you want me to go to the mall with you and help you pass out your business cards, and I pass out mine, like, it's no problem.
I was like, that's a great idea. Like, you got a business, I got a business, you're trying to promote yours, I'm trying to promote mine. So I was like, you know, that's a perfect idea. Like, it just made sense. So from that day, I was like, okay, you know, we were leaving work. I was like, I'll text you, like, let you know, like, what time or where, or like we'll collab on what time to go and like which mall to go to. We ended up like deciding to go to a mall. We're texting each other. We're like, hey, let's go to Perimeter Mall in Dunwoody, Georgia. So we're like, okay, bet. So the whole day was a hassle. I'm not even gonna hold you. The whole day was a hassle. I ended up leaving the house like in a rush, you know, trying to like get there before her, because I don't really like people waiting on me, especially when it's our first time hanging out. Like I said, we're like in the newness of our friendship. We're like in the beginning of a friendship, so I was like, you know, I hate to give a bad impression, like, oh, like she's like always late, like, you know what I mean? So I was trying to make a good impression, so I figured, okay, let me try to be on time. We both ended up being late, but you know, we both ended up being late because I was leaving out for the mall, and I had to turn back around when I got halfway there because I forgot my business cards. And mind you, I'm no hopping to skip away. I'm like at least 45, I'm like 45 minutes depending on traffic from the mall. And she's like halfway to, she's like 20 minutes from the mall or whatever. Fast forward, We get to the mall, we meet in the parking lot, we start talking, I start vlogging. You know, everything's going smooth, everything's going good. We say, okay, you know, oh, and she brings her daughter with her. This is so important. She brings her daughter with her, okay? Like, she didn't have a babysitter to watch her daughter or nobody to watch her daughter. She said, hey, do you mind, like, you don't mind if I brought my daughter? I said, no problem at all. I said, you know, I hope you guys don't mind being in my vlog. If not, it's cool. I'll try to keep you guys out. She said, I don't mind all of us being in the vlog. Like, she did not care, just did not care. And I'm just like, okay, cool, bet, like, this is gonna be cute, fun little vlog. And her daughter is so adorable. So I was like, I'm gonna get views from this. Yeah, it was just this whole situation was just perfect to me. I mean, she forgot to bring her business cards, but hey, it's okay. It's okay. We gonna plan another time for both of us to do this again. But anyways, on with the story. You know, we're walking into the mall, everything's going smooth, everything's going great. I started vlogging. We going to Forever 21. I passed out some business cards. Shout out to everybody who was in the vlog and like didn't mind being recorded. Shout out to just everybody, like just shout out to everybody. I appreciate all of y'all who subscribed. I thank y'all very much. We hit 200 subscribers. Can we give it up for everybody? Yeah, I'm like really happy about that. But yeah, I'm passing out my business cards, you know, like for my YouTube channel. Everything's going smooth. No employees are saying nothing. That goes well. We go into other parts of the mall. I went to Zara and vlogs. And I know Zara is supposed to be kind of like a high-end store. Like, nobody said nothing. We're like, okay, you know, let's go into Charlotte Russe and, like, you know, pass out some cards there. Because I tried to target, like, a fairly young audience because that's kind of who my channel is geared towards. Like, you know, anybody can watch my channel, but it's kind of, like, geared towards a young audience. And so I tried to go into stores where I think young people would predominantly be, like, Forever 21, Rue 21, Charlotte Russe. Now, we go up to Charlotte Russe, and I'm just like, they're having like a really great sale. And so I'm like, well, you know, like winter's around the corner. I see a lot of winter clothes for a great price. I don't have a lot of winter clothes, so you know, let me do a little picking here, a little picking there. Let me get a little something, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, you know, I had a little change in my pocket, so I was like, it's burning a hole. Let me spend it, so let me give it to somebody, right? Y'all, going into Charlotte Russe. Clearly, I'm vlogging. I'm a vlogger. I do something with the camera because I had my tripod. I had my camera out. Nobody says anything. I'm passing out my little cards. I'm giving them to, like, you know, people I come across. People are accepting it. People are subscribing to my YouTube channel. Everything's going well. Everything's going great. I start looking around the store and I'm like, like I said, like, I need some winter clothes. And I see some, like, summer clothes on sale. Perfect combination. Let me go ahead and get a little bit of both. So I pick up some sweatpants. Y'all. I really, oh my gosh. They had these $10 sweatpants. That's great. That's a really great price for some sweatpants. So I'm like, $10 sweatpants. And they had them in all these pretty bold colors, and I wanted to get just about every color, but I was trying to, you know, at the same time kind of budget, kind of hold my little change in my pocket, but I had to spend a little change in my pocket too. So I'm looking around, I'm like, okay, let me get these sweatpants over here. I see this wall full of beautiful sandals, full of beautiful, $5. I gotta go over there and grab a few things. So I went over to the wall, and I'm sitting there like, well, let me grab a few sandals, you know. See what. So, you know, I give the camera, you know, because I'm trying to shop, pass out cards, and vlog this, and it's a lot. That's a lot, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of a lot. I can't do it all. So, you know, Jess was like, okay, I'll record you while, you know, you pick out some clothes, pass out your cards. Like, she's helping me record too. So I'm looking at the wall, I'm picking out shoes that I want to get, because I was trying to make the vlog also like a mini try-on haul. Kind of like a little mini back-to-school try-on haul, you know, little situation like that. So I go over to the wall, I start picking out some sandals, I'm like, okay, these are cute. She's helping me pick out some sandals. And you know, well, the whole time we were in the store, her baby was fairly quiet. But mind you, she's a baby. The girl's like no more than 2. Like, she's playing with her doll. She was quiet for the most part, and it came to a point, you know, she started making a little bit of noise, but it wasn't nothing to be like, you know, it was no biggie. Smalls, like, it was no big deal. We're in a mall. The mall is full of noise. full of noise, full of kids, full of people talking, laughing, joking, everything. So, and Charlotte Russe, it was probably like about 15-20 people maybe shopping. Wasn't too much, wasn't too little either. But you know, like I said, we're shopping, we're vlogging, we're talking. And you know, the employees, everybody seemed chill. Then comes this one employee. If you watch my last vlog, I froze a clip in that video on that employee. I may insert a clip of the employee in this video too, because of later. You'll see. Just hear my story, alright? So, you know, she's recording, we're recording, and I'm like, okay, you know, I want you to kind of look and see what you like or whatever. So I take the camera and I'm vlogging her. And, you know, her baby, she's getting a little bit more noisy at this point, a little bit more noisy, you know, but she's a baby, so it's kind of like, you know, it's no big deal. I'm not thinking nothing of it. She's not thinking of nothing of it. Nobody is thinking nothing of it. But that employee, they're behind the register checking people out. Not in the camera, by the way. They were not in the camera. The only reason that they were getting in the camera at this point in the clip, it's a clip in my vlog where I'm gonna insert a picture of it, where Jess is looking at some shoes, and then they come around and start telling us, "Hey, are you vlogging? Yeah, you can't vlog in here. We have a no camera policy." What? No camera policy? Like, I just vlogged in all these other stores, and now you telling me I can't vlog in here? Charlotte Russe, baby, you barely a step up from Rainbow. And I worked at Rainbow. I had people come in and record and go Facebook Live in there. That's another story time. But what you mean you can't? I can't record myself in Charlotte Russe. What does that mean? What is? I'm having a hard time comprehending, a hard time understanding. Maybe if you say it in another language, I'll get it. But right now I'm not understanding. What do you mean I can't record in Charlotte Russe? So I'm sitting there thinking, you know, they're telling me, you know, you can't record in Charlotte Russe. It's a no camera policy, blah, blah, blah. This employee has passed this maybe 2 or 3 times before we got to this point and did not say anything. My camera did not change. I did not switch up nothing. The camera has been rolling the whole time, and they didn't say nothing then. But I noticed only around this point, like where I said her baby's starting to get a little bit noisier, is when he kind of comes up to us and he's like, "Hey, like, you know, can't record in here." And I'm just like, I'm having the camera out. I'm like, why? Because in my mind, I'm sitting here thinking, why can't I record in Charlotte Russe? And this is like equivalent to somebody taking a picture of some sandals and sending it to their mom saying, "Hey, do you like these?" That's the same equivalent in my mind. I watch vlogs all the time. I see people record here, there, that. I've seen people record in Gucci. Baby, this is Charlotte Russe. This is not Gucci. Like I said, you're barely a step up from Rainbow, so what you mean I can't record in here? Like, y'all have to understand how confused I was. Like, when somebody kind of comes out at you out the blue, and as y'all see in the vlog, like, you can kind of see the hostility that the employee had towards us. And just because, like, if you were just there in that situation, you would have felt how intense it was. Which is why I was kind of like a little slow to speaking when, like, just replying to what they said, because I was confused. This employee, like, kind of confused me when they said that. I'm just like, can't record. Like, it just kind of, because it came all the way from left field, and I just felt so much tension and hostility. And I say that because of this. Following that, I'm like, why? Like, you kind of hear, I don't know if I cut that part out. Did I cut that part out? I might have cut that part out. But right after he said that, I said, well, why? Because I said it just like that because, like, why? I was confused. And he's like, because we can't show our inventory. Like, by this time the camera has cut, because I'm just like, you know, I'm not really sure about what's going on, but I in my mind, I'm not thinking it can't be because I'm recording it. It just doesn't make any sense. But I didn't want the situation to escalate, so I'm just like, you know what? Let me just kind of close my camera so I can kind of figure out what's going on. It's like, you know how it's like kind of when you drive and you turn on music to try to focus. I felt like I had to close my camera because I would have kept recording. I really would have. I would have kept recording because you can record even in situations with police. So I'm like, let me go ahead and close my camera so I can focus on what's going on, because I was so confused. I was confused. And then he's all like, because we can't show our inventory and we don't need other stores trying to compete with us and What are you talking about? What? Your store is glass. I could go over across the street, across the mall, go on Forever 21 and see what you got in your store. What are you talking about? All these stores are glass. You're in a mall. Your competitors are everywhere. That's why you're in a mall. What sense does that make? Like, and he was so hostile towards us. We couldn't understand that. I was like, why is he so hostile? And my friend she's sitting there looking like, what's the issue? Like, she had this real stank face, like, and I'm just like, what? So I'm getting like, I don't like tension, especially like when I'm around children, because I just don't want things to escalate in front of children. And her daughter, for some reason, was just the first thing that came to my mind, only because, like, you know, she was just there. Like, first of all, I don't like acting out in public. I don't like showing out in front of children. I don't. It's just those two things right there. It's just kind of like, I'll kind of back down in those situations. So when he's like, yeah, you can't record, once I could turn off the camera, I feel like maybe he didn't want me to record him. So when I turned off the camera, that's when he really turned up. But he was like,
you can't record in here. We don't need nobody showing our inventory.
And I'm just like, okay. I was like, okay, since when is that a policy? I've always recorded in stories.
Well, you can't record in here.
And I'm just like, okay. I was like, you know what? I'm not even about to sit here and argue with you. Then my friend just says to me, she says,
Taty, let's go before I say something.
I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and go. Because how this whole thing even became anything was confusing to me. So I'm like, okay, let's go. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little hesitant because I really wanted the clothes I had in my hand. I was really about to make a purchase, like, after I picked out another pair of shoes. But I was like, you know what? Let me just sit this stuff down and leave out the store. Because at that point, I was like, it's about morals at this point. You're not about to sit here and talk to me and my friend any type of way because you don't want me recording in this store, this rinky-dink store. Like, no, that's not what we're about to do. So I'm like, okay, you know what, let me just de-escalate the situation, because I could feel her getting hot. He already on 10. I'm like, you know what, let me be the simmer. Let me simmer it down. Let me put some water on the situation. Let me simmer down. I lay the clothes on top of the table. In any other situation, y'all wait for part 2 of my rainbow story time. In any other situation, I would have threw them clothes. I'm notorious for throwing stuff. I would have threw them clothes across the counter, but you know, I was like, let me just sit them down on this table and we're gonna leave. So as soon as she says, Tatiana, let's go before I say something, why does he feel the need to say,
oh baby, you can say whatever you want to say. You can say whatever you want to say.
Shouting at her, and I'm just like, I said, hold on. I had to tell her, I said, hold on. Here's what we're not about to do. Hold on. I said, she's not talking to you. She's talking to me, okay? She is not talking to you. She is talking to me. I said, there's nothing you need to say. We're already about to leave. There is absolutely nothing you need to say. I can't tell you how belligerent, like, he was. That's what
y'all could leave. Y'all could leave.
If her daughter, I'm not even going to hold you. If her daughter had not been there, I would have showed my, okay? We really could have, then it would have been the situation. I really would have showed my. But like I said, Another thing, I don't like acting out in public. I don't like acting out in front of kids. Now in public, sometimes sometimes you slip up, but in front of a kid, I just can't do it because I did not want the situation to escalate, and I just was thinking about the child first. I really was. And boy, I low-key regretted it, but I'm glad, I handled myself well. So I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna go. And as me and Jess are walking out the store, mind you, there's a line of customers. He's sitting on the counter, not checking nobody out. His other coworker, she's sitting there, she's slowly like checking people out, but she's trying to watch the situation in the same breath. And I'm not even gonna be mad at you, because I'd be watching the same thing too if my coworker was acting an ass. I'd be looking too. I would be looking too. I'm just like, wow, okay. And the customers, they're sitting there, people are looking over the stuff like, what's going on up there? Like, what are they doing? Like, I would be looking too, because it was a big scene. And I had to turn around because he told me bye. But I had to turn around. I said, do you have a manager? Because like at this point, this is getting ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense as to why you're so hostile towards us. Like, I'm a paying customer. What's the issue? I said, you have a manager?
No, we ain't got no manager.
I said, you ain't got no contact information when the manager be in, nothing like that.
We ain't got no manager.
I was like, okay, cool, bet. I said, what's your corporate?
We ain't got no corporate.
Now you're lying. Now you a lie. Yeah, you do got a corporate. And on top, I said, dismiss you. And I started speaking to his coworker. I said, what's your corporate number? Any information on corporate? Your email address? Anything like that? And she was just like, she was real polite. She was like, I honestly don't know. I said, it's not on a receipt. She was like, no. I probably should still check like the receipts to see if she was lying too. But yeah, she's like, I don't know it, and da da da, and like she's still checking customers out. She's like,
yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know.
And he's like,
yeah, bye.
I'm thinking, okay, bet, I'm gonna get you later. Alright, so I was like, come on, Jess, let's just go. We carry on with our day. We're leaving out Charlotte Russe. I said, that was a whole mess. And like, she's like,
yeah, I don't understand what the problem was, why he acted like that, what's the issue.
And when situations like that happen, I start thinking like real deep. I start reanalyzing the situation 50, 20, 80 times, million. I keep analyzing that situation. I would run that situation so many times through my head, keep replaying each part, like what happened here, because I'm going to figure out what was the issue, what was the problem, what happened. That's just what I do. And I was like, you know what? And then I started looking back at camera footage. I was like, he didn't say anything the whole time we was in there like shopping and recording. It was only until the point where your baby started crying. Well, she wasn't crying, she was just making noise. Because she was playing with her doll, she was just making noise. That's the only moment, that's the only point where he came up to us and said,
yeah, you can't record in here, you gotta go. Like, you guys can't record in here, it's against our policy.
And I'm just like, was it really that? Or was it because her baby was making too much noise for you? What you have to realize is that you're working in a mall full of noise. You're not gonna escape the noise. If you don't want to be around noise and children and loud sounds, baby, you need to stay at home. Don't work at the mall. And if you don't like your job, find another one. But don't be belligerent and give bad customer service to paying customers. And even if I wasn't a paying customer, that gave you no right to treat me the way you treated me. So I was like, it's cool. So we went to security. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna find one of these little security officers up in the mall. And I'm gonna figure out what I can do, like whether I can make a complaint, find out who the man. I know you got a manager, so I'm going to find who your manager is. Bet. Yes, call me the Black Karen, because when I can't act an ass, I will show my and Karen for him. Okay, I will be the Black Karen. Okay, so I was like, I'm gonna find security. So, she's like, okay, well, we start walking around. I come across the security guard. We're talking. I was like, yeah, I explained the situation of what happened. He's like, what? He's like, what you can do is, like, you can file a complaint and go to the office directory. I was like, okay. And I had called my mom and told her the situation. She told me the same thing, go to the office directory. He shows me to where the office directory is, and I go in there, I explain the situation to the lady. She's like, oh, well, that's okay. She's like, okay, well, I'm gonna give you the manager's information, or like who the manager is, and I'm gonna give you the number to corporate for Charlotte Russe. Okay, well, the number was out of service, it wasn't working. So she's like, okay, that's not working, so I'm gonna give you the email to them. And then, so, you know, I took the email and I took the name of the manager who's the manager of Charlotte Russe. Okay, I got the manager of Charlotte Russe. I was like, okay, cool. So I'm like, alright, when I get home, I will be typing up a nice little email, and that next morning I will be giving a nice little phone call to the manager. Okay, y'all, it was not that easy. Okay, I did send the email that night. I did, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a couple of days. Sent the email that next morning. I tried to call. Ring. I'm calling the Charlotte Russe. No answer. They took the phone off the hook. Alright, okay, cool. I said, I'm gonna keep calling. I called all day, no response. I was like, okay, I'm gonna call the next day, called all day, no response. I'm gonna call the next day, called all day, no response. I'm that girl. I just looked at my wrist, I got time today.
I just looked at my wrist, I got time today.
I had time for this situation. Yes, I had time. So I'm like, I'm gonna keep calling, and I'm gonna keep calling until I get response. Now it was sometime last week. So today, what's today? Today's Monday. Last week on about maybe Thursday, I gave another phone call. Ring. Hello? Oh! So your phone does work. I called. I said, let me speak to the manager. The employee handed me the manager. I explained the situation. Y'all, she was no help. Absolutely no help. I was like, it's a good thing I reached out to customer service, who, matter of fact, did actually send me an email about within 24 hours of me sending them an email. They apologized severely. They apologized about the situation. No, and by the way, during this whole time, nobody has mentioned a no cameras policy. Nobody's mentioned anything like that. There is no cameras policy. There is no policy like that. So that's when I really narrowed it down in my mind. Yeah, it wasn't because of my camera. It was because her baby was crying. But that's crazy because babies cry all the time, especially in a mall. I've seen kids fall out in the middle of the floor in the mall. People don't get put out for that stuff. So I'm like, all right, cool. So yeah, I had sent the email to customer service. They apologized. They said they forward my email to the proper parties, and I'm just like, okay, I'll wait. A couple days went by, I didn't hear nothing back. Sent another email. Got in contact with the district manager. Now I'm waiting for an update from her about the situation. I'll give you all the update about that too. But y'all, when I say I could write an email, because that whole situation was just very flabbergasted to me. Even if I was not at pain, even if I just came in there just to record and look around, I can do that. Because I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not doing anything wrong at all. I'm recording myself at that. The whole situation was just disgusting to me. It was very annoying. I got very irritated from the whole thing. It really gave me a migraine for the simple fact that, yeah, I didn't like the fact that I was shouted and disrespected in front of not only my friend but other customers. Like, that's just not cool at all. And like I said, several people had told me to make a complaint about it, and I have. Like I said, I'll give you guys an update about that. But y'all, this whole situation I found to be very unnecessary. It could have been avoided. It just didn't have to be. That's story time about the time I was harassed and got kicked out of Charlotte Russe. Y'all, that was a whole lot of y'all. I'm gonna give y'all the update, okay? They just kept claiming they had no manager, it was stupid, bro. Like, I feel like this. The message and the moral of the story for this video is misery loves company. Alright, so I'm assuming that person was having a miserable day. They were just a miserable person, so they had to make somebody else's life miserable. And I was really, like I said, I was really miserable for the simple fact that, you know, I was disrespected. And on top of that, y'all, I done went to several other Charlotte Russe just to find those same sweatpants again, and I cannot. So yes, this situation will have to be handled. I am upset. I wanted those sweatpants. I need winter clothes. I'm so mad. So anyways, y'all, thank you for listening to my story time. Again, if I get an update, which I will be getting, I will give you all an update on the situation. And I just appreciate everybody who has subscribed. Share this video. Share the video like to all my other story times. Runway to 1K. And I can't wait to see you all in my next video. And I love you all. Bye, guys. Hey, whoa, before you click off, give this video a thumbs up. It helps a lot, y'all. And I don't care what y'all comment down in the comment section down below. Just comment something. If you had a similar experience to mine, comment it. And again, I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.